Yvonne Dwayne. It is May the 26th, 2020, and I am on my way to earn money at Burger King. As I walked out of American Extended Stay, it sounded like someone yelled, Burger King gave them money from a distance. And that's definitely what they said. It's May the 26th, 2020. So I'm Rhonda Arrington-Bey, as your spiritual wife. So as I walked out of American Extended Stay, like I kept telling you, I keep hearing someone outside and around the room saying Burger King. And you know, we don't know anyone here personally, and that includes the co-workers at Burger King. Nor have we implied we want to get to know anyone personally here as Moorish Americans, Hebrew Muslims. We still speak to the same Moors. So I just got through seeing a yellow cab that I see a lot of times when I give testimony about the United States Navy and Army. This morning I gave testimony about those that possibly, I'm not sure, but giving testimony of a sequence of events when I know when they are around that possibly have not taken an oath or affirm to uphold constitutional law. That includes the 13th Amendment with 20 sections, all 4 of Abraham Lincoln's proclamations. And as you know, many United States Navy and Army or military entities frequent at Burger King, and the police. So I just got through seeing a yellow cab. Usually it's an Arab. It's the same yellow cab I used to usually see. He looked Arab or Indian drive by, but my tablet was coming on, so I wasn't able to get a visual of it. Not visual, but a video of it, because this is definitely a sequence of events. So as I walked outside of American Extended Stay, someone from a distance yelled, Burger King gave them money. And I just got through stretching, meditating, and as I was stretching, someone across the hall kept walking back and forth, speaking a black Negro accent, male. And once again, then I saw 2 look like olive skin, I'm not sure, pale skin, walk outside, and and once again, I don't know, but saying that Burger King, who's saying Burger King, I have no idea. I'm just giving you a testimony. But as I walked outside of American Extended Stay, that's what I experienced. Now, why would someone say Burger King gave them money? We among coronavirus pandemic. I know this store at Burger King, this store that I work at, is trying their best to keep things stocked. So that's all I have to say about this store, and that's self-explanatory. I don't have to say nothing else. So I don't know why would someone keep saying Burger King outside and around the room. It's just like hearing the black male Negroes say we paid, and they're not in constitutional law. You can go ahead. And they're not in constitutional law. And by them not being a part of constitutional law, they are seen as property. And they cannot own anything. They haven't been naturalized, so they are property, chattel property. They don't own nothing. They are owned. And hear them say we paid. So that doesn't make sense for anyone to speak of somebody saying Burger King paid, and what are they implying that Burger King paid for? Like I said, once again, the store that I earn money at during this coronavirus is trying to stay afloat. So I'm assuming many stores are. And people are trying to keep jobs. Many are unemployed. So once again, seeing a yellow cab, usually I see it once I give testimony about the United States Navy and Army military forces and the police that demonstrate odd behavior spiritually and mentally, I experience certain things while they are close by. Whether my genitals are being attacked spiritually or spiritually, which that is molestation and rape, spiritually, or other forms, or experiencing sharp pains, Islam. So anyway, I'm working towards walking towards the thing. That goes the same with the Spanish. Some of them are not naturalized. These and they will say we paid. They're not naturalized, so they definitely are seen as slaves or property. They're just being used. And I've heard them say a lot of times, we paid. And then, of course, in Arrington-Bey, we have never implied we want to know anyone that speaks Spanish personally. And not saying, of course, we just never implied. It's just never been in our thoughts. You know, you learn, you know of them. You try to keep your distance and respect. They respect you. Hold on, I might have to walk this way. So anyway, they respect you. No, I don't. This is on my route to work. But I know a lot of times when those that imply or start saying we paid, that's when I start experiencing sharp pains, molestation of my genitals, those that speak Spanish. And you know, so 9 times out of 10, they probably not in constitutional code. They're not naturalized, and so they are vulnerable to be used as terrorist weapons. Islam, I'll talk to you later. It's May the 26th, and this is my route to work, 2020. I just felt a sharp pain as I walked past that group of Spanish there, Islam. And it's not saying, of course, we don't know them. It's just I never thought of trying to entertain a company with any of them. And so that's my freedom. It's not, I just don't, it's not, never in my life have I thought about, I want to be around Mexicans. I want to be around South Americans. Never in my life. But just learn to say, okay, this culture exists. Learn about it, respect, and even learn the language. Not saying I wouldn't want to do it in the future, but I'm just giving you testimony to show how those that are unclean and imbalanced mentally force mental engage and are used as terrorists. Islam.